What is happening, Drizzy Dispatch crew? Welcome back to your ultimate source for the hottest updates across the entire spectrum of news, sports, entertainment, and beyond. The news cycle is moving at lightning speed, and if you blink, you might miss something huge. But don't worry, we've got you covered with the must-know stories that are dominating headlines and sparking conversations. Get ready to dive into a world of breaking developments and essential insights. We're about to unpack some seriously compelling updates that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. So buckle up, stay locked in, and let's get this dispatch started. First up, we're heading to the gridiron where a surprising player is making major moves. This underdog athlete is carving out a significant role, defying expectations, and showing everyone what grit and determination can achieve. You're going to want to hear how this player is shaking things up and what it means for their team's future. Get ready for all the details right after this. Next, we're shifting gears to the world of professional football, where a highly anticipated quarterback is gearing up for his maiden voyage as a starter. He's been putting in the work, and the anticipation is building for his first official game day. We'll get into what he's saying about the pressure, the team's identity, and how he's preparing to lead the charge. This is a story about new beginnings and the journey of a rising star, so you won't want to miss these insights. Then, we're diving deep into the mindset of a young quarterback preparing for his very first Week 1 start. He's talking about the unique energy, the new coaching staff, and what it feels like to finally be the unquestioned leader of the offense. This is a candid look at the mental game and the excitement surrounding a pivotal moment in his career. We'll break down his thoughts on building chemistry and adapting to a new system. And finally, we're switching gears to the music and culture scene, where a legendary artist is making a powerful statement through a significant acquisition. This is more than just a purchase. It's a nod to history and a bold display of influence. We'll explore the details of this high-profile acquisition and what it signifies in the broader cultural landscape. Stick around for all these stories and more. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Drizzy Dispatch, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Underdog's Ascent, the undrafted linebacker making waves. From the heart of the Seahawks training camp emerges a story of resilience and unexpected opportunity. A third-year player, whose name might have previously flown under the radar, is now poised to play a crucial role in the team's linebacker rotation. This athlete, often overlooked due to his physical stature compared to typical linebacker prospects, is proving that heart, intelligence, and sheer determination can overcome perceived limitations. Analysts and coaches alike are taking notice, highlighting his exceptional performance and readiness for a significant defensive assignment. This player, Drake Thomas, was an undrafted free agent in 2023, hailing from North Carolina State. Standing at 5'11" and weighing 228 pounds, he possesses a frame more commonly associated with defensive backs than linebackers. His NFL journey thus far has been primarily on special teams, with limited defensive snaps. However, the current landscape of the Seahawks linebacker core, particularly with the injury to second-year player Tyrus Knight, has opened a door for Thomas. Head coach Mike Macdonald has publicly praised Thomas's camp performance, noting his poise, intelligence, and versatility in the dime linebacker role. Macdonald specifically mentioned Thomas's ability to execute blitzes and perform all the tasks required of the position, calling his progress really encouraging. Former NFL quarterback Brock Huard, speaking on the Drizzy Dispatch podcast, echoed these sentiments. Huard described Thomas as being all over the field, all over the ball during the preseason finale. He acknowledged the significant physical challenges Thomas faces, comparing his frame to that of an average-sized safety with limited arm length. Huard drew a comparison to former Seahawks linebacker Lofa Tatupu, who, while also considered undersized for the position at 60, and 238 pounds with nearly 32-inch arms, still had a size advantage over Thomas, 511, 223 pounds, 29-inch arms. Despite these physical disparities, Huard emphasized that Thomas has overcome them through what he calls great football speed. Huard confidently predicted that Thomas would make the roster and serve as the team's third linebacker, potentially filling a significant role throughout the season, especially if Knight's recovery takes time. This narrative of an underdog fighting for a regular season role against the odds is a compelling storyline as the Seahawks prepare for the upcoming NFL season. Showcasing that talent and hard work can indeed pave the way for unexpected opportunities. But that's just the beginning of our Gridiron Deep Dive. Next, we're heading over to the Patriots camp, where their new starting quarterback is getting ready for his big debut. Patriots QB Drake Maye on building chemistry and Week 1 readiness. As the New England Patriots finalize their preparations for the upcoming season, rookie quarterback Drake Maye has been a central figure in discussions about the team's future. In a recent press conference, Maye shared his insights on the team's progress through training camp, his developing relationship with offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels, and his overall mindset heading into his first career Week 1 start. Maye emphasized the team's commitment to building a strong foundation, focusing on communication, adherence to rules, and cultivating chemistry, particularly with new teammates. He expressed pride in the team's effort during the preseason, highlighting a collective drive to improve rather than relax as the regular season approaches. Reflecting on the team's journey from spring practices to the end of training camp, Maye spoke about the culture being instilled by head coach Mike Vrabel. He noted the emphasis on leaving egos at the door and prioritizing hard work and effort. Maye believes the team is starting to embody this philosophy, and his personal goal is to contribute to this growing culture by bringing his best effort every day. When asked about potential nerves surrounding his first start, Maye characterized them more as excitement and anticipation rather than traditional nervousness. He drew parallels to his past experiences, suggesting that the pre-game jitters are a familiar feeling that dissipates once the game begins. His primary focus remains on building chemistry with his new teammates, especially in game-like situations, acknowledging that playing with new individuals requires a concerted effort to sync up. Describing the identity of the 2025 Patriots, Maye envisioned a team that plays with relentless effort on every snap, emphasizing that mistakes should be made at full speed. He highlighted the importance of conditioning and situational football, recognizing that many games are decided by a single score. Maye also touched upon his collaboration with offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels, expressing excitement about implementing the game plan and the collaborative process of watching film and executing plays. He feels a strong sense of trust from McDaniels, which allows him to play with confidence and creativity. Maye also discussed the significance of integrating star receiver Stefon Diggs into the offense, recognizing Diggs's talent and ability to excel in various coverage situations. He aims to build chemistry with Diggs through extra work and on-field repetitions, ensuring they are on the same page. Maye clarified that while he wants to get Diggs involved, his priority is to throw to whoever is open, managing expectations about targeting any single player excessively. He also shared a strategy for managing pre-game energy, likening it to finding an easy layup before attempting three-pointers in basketball, suggesting that early successful plays can help him settle into a rhythm. Finally, Maye acknowledged the difficulty of roster cutdown day, reflecting on his own experience as a rookie and the emotional impact of seeing teammates depart, while also recognizing the transient nature of the NFL. Now that we've heard from the Patriots' future, let's get another perspective on a rising quarterback. We're diving into what makes Drake Maye feel that different kind of juice as he prepares for his first Week 1 start. Maye's different kind of juice for first Week 1 start. The New England Patriots are on the cusp of a new era, with head coach Mike Vrabel at the helm and quarterback Drake Maye set to lead the offense. As Week 1 approaches, Maye is experiencing a distinct shift in energy and anticipation, recognizing the significance of his upcoming debut as the team's primary starter. Unlike his rookie season, where he entered as a backup and took over later in the year, Maye has been the undisputed starting quarterback from the outset of the current campaign. This change in status has imbued him with what he describes as a different kind of juice. In an interview, Maye elaborated on this feeling, contrasting it with his previous role. Last year, I was preparing and trying to kind of review the call sheet and kind of hit guys here and there as the backup going into Week 1, he explained. I think there's always a different kind of juice when you're coming out here as the starter, and you run out there the first snap and juices are flowing and those guys are looking at me, and it's my huddle and it's my offense. This sense of ownership and leadership is a key element he's looking forward to, especially playing in front of the home crowd. The build-up to Week 1 is always substantial, and Maye is eager to perform and make a strong impression on the fans. Maye also discussed his adaptation to the new offensive system under coordinator Josh McDaniels. He feels he's becoming more and more comfortable each day, acknowledging that the Week 1 game plan will involve specific strategies tailored to their opponent, which may differ from practice drills. He believes he's in a good position, supported by his teammates who are committed to improvement. Maye is focusing on the finer details, including protection cues and potential defensive looks they might encounter, ensuring he's prepared for any scenario. He emphasized the importance of studying opposing defenses, as Week 1 often features unexpected schemes. The quarterback also highlighted the development of chemistry with veteran receiver Stefon Diggs. Maye views Diggs as a phenomenal player capable of excelling in various matchups and coverage situations. He's dedicated extra time to working with Diggs, both in film study and on the practice field, to ensure they are in sync. While Maye is keen to involve Diggs, he also stressed that his primary responsibility is to distribute the ball to whoever is open, maintaining a balanced offensive approach. From the highs of the football field, we're now turning our attention to a different kind of icon. Get ready for a story about a legendary artist making a significant cultural statement with a priceless piece of music history. Drake acquires iconic 2-pack Death Row Pendant. In a move that has sent ripples through the music and culture communities, global superstar Drake has reportedly acquired one of the most iconic pieces of jewelry from hip-hop history, 2-pack Shakur's Death Row Pendant. The Canadian rapper showcased the coveted gold pendant, famously worn by 2-pack for the cover of his 1996 album, All Eyes on Me, on his Instagram stories. The pendant features intricate engraving on the back, reading All Eyes on You 1996, a direct nod to the landmark album. Drake shared multiple images of the pendant, subtly using them to promote his tour stop in Denmark. This acquisition is the latest in a series of high-profile purchases of memorabilia associated with the legendary West Coast rapper. Alexander Bitter, a collector known for dealing in historic pieces, confirmed that he was the seller of the pendant to Drake. While Bitter has not disclosed the exact financial terms of the transaction, he described the item as priceless to a social media outlet. This acquisition follows Drake's significant purchase in 2023, where he spent over $1 million at a Sotheby's auction for a crown-shaped ring also once owned by 2-pack. That ring, adorned with gold, rubies, and diamonds, became a focal point during Drake's highly publicized lyrical feud with Kendrick Lamar. During Lamar's The Pop Out concert in Los Angeles, he notably altered the lyrics of his diss track, Euphoria, to include the line, "Give me 2-pack ring back, and I might give you a little respect," directly referencing Drake's possession of the artifact. The acquisition of the Death Row pendant is more than just a material purchase. It's a powerful cultural statement. It signifies Drake's deep connection to and reverence for 2-pack's legacy, integrating a piece of hip-hop's foundational history into his own narrative. The pendant represents a pivotal era in music, embodying the raw energy and influential presence of 2-pack Shakur. By acquiring and displaying such an item, Drake not only adds a significant piece to his already extensive and valuable jewelry collection, but also positions himself as a custodian of hip-hop heritage. The ongoing dialogue around these items, particularly in the context of artist rivalries, underscores their cultural weight and symbolic value. Drake's continued investment in and display of 2-pack's possessions solidifies his place not just as a dominant force in contemporary music, but also as a prominent figure in the ongoing appreciation and preservation of hip-hop's most treasured artifacts. And that wraps up our deep dives for today. But before you go, let's hit you with a rapid-fire recap of everything we covered. That's a wrap on today's Drizzy Dispatch. We saw Seahawks underdog Drake Thomas making serious moves on the field, rookie QB Drake Maye getting ready for his first Week 1 start with the Patriots, and Drake making a major cultural statement by acquiring 2-pack's iconic Death Row pendant. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Drizzy Dispatch for all your essential updates, and ring that notification bell so you're always in the know. Plus, catch us on all our socials for even more content. We'll see you next time.